Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to another episode of Cigars and Whiskey, the podcast that discusses love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male's perspective. I'm your guy, Ron Coe, and I'm joined by my guy, White Star GB.
What's shaking?
Shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube and Facebook. Please remember to share so we can get more people to tap into the conversation. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Tonight, we are drinking Monkey Shoulder Scotch whiskey. And tonight's topic is going to be the pros and cons of struggle love.
Yeah.
White Star GB, how was your week, man?
Week was cool, man. Hung out with Cool in the gang.
Yeah, shout out to
over
Cool.
the weekend.
Shout out to Cool
man,
dealing
man.
with the vid. And get well soon. We'll see you back here soon.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we hung out with him over the weekend, you know what I mean? And then this week was cool. Just getting back in the swing of things. I think it's officially the new year. You know, I feel like we got that January rust off of us. I'm in full swing right now. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Mhm.
You know, thinking of new projects to do. You know, working on new things, and
I hear.
yeah, we rocking and rolling. But today we lost the legend, man. Carl Weathers, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You hear that echo?
no.
Hold on.
1 second, y'all. Technical difficulties. No. I don't got nothing on. It might be
Okay.
yours a little too close or something.
All right.
You good? 'Cause I don't hear an echo. I don't know.
You hear that?
Oh yeah, now that's probably because of that.
Oh, it's down.
1 second, y'all. You want to take it down and start it back up?
Not really, but
YouTube open on that? No.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, where's that coming from, bro?
And then the other mics on?
No.
So all those other mics are dead?
If you guys are on the live, can you let us know if you could hear an echo? Because we're kind of hearing an echo. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from, but
Yo.
testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
No, we good.
All right, just to make sure
Yeah.
it's
Everything
we
open.
good. And no, just look at it and just see if we're all right. Let us know if you hear echo or you hear us, or if we have any echo, or you can hear the sound. Make sure you can hear the sound.
Yeah, I think we rocking. All right, yeah. Rest in peace to the homie Carl Weathers.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys don't know who Carl Weathers is, it's
Apollo
Creed
Yeah,
from Rocky.
if you don't know, then don't worry about it.
Well, he was just, that's probably his biggest
on, man.
role. But
Yeah,
he was
Predator.
in Predator. Yeah.
Action Jackson.
Action Jackson.
Come on, let's talk about it, man.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's that dude, man. Oh, still the greatest intro into any boxing ring. You know what I mean? I think he started the whole intro thing. I think when like Floyd sees it and when we doing it now, I think we just copying, the James Brown joint.
But
And even that was incredible. You know what I mean? It was a whole production.
Who was who was Apollo Creed? Who was his character?
Based off of?
Who was it based off of? Yes, yes.
Damn, I can't call it. I don't know. Like, is it based on? I thought it was
It
a
was just a
completely
character that
fictional
was just,
character.
I felt like I don't know. I'm trying to think who was
Cause there was no one. All right,
Muhammad.
Muhammad Ali, but he wasn't
But
that
he
showboating.
wasn't that over the top, right?
Yeah, yeah. He was
Mm.
more like he would talk his shit, but he really wasn't like a showboater, like coming in
Gotcha.
the ring. So, no, I think he was just a black American stereotype.
Mhm,
Honestly, you know
mhm.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, dope though. Yeah, yeah. Carl Weathers, yo,
yeah.
like yo, yeah. Rest in peace, yo.
How
You
old
know,
was he?
can't call it. I want to say 76, but I'll fact check it.
Yeah, because he seemed like he was for that age. He was still in pretty decent shape.
Yeah.
And I think I had just seen him in like a couple of commercials.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was definitely around, you know.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So rest in peace to Carl Weather.
Yeah, 76. Yeah,
Yeah.
rest in peace, yo. That's a rough way to start Black History Month, but you know, we are here. We're in Black History Month, and
Mhm.
you know, you have any um suggestions on ways to celebrate Black History Month with your family without it being kind of like cheesy?
No, I don't. I'm not gonna
You
even
know, a
sit
black
here.
inventor invented the stop sign. Like I feel like we've kind of done that to death. You know what I mean? With the black facts, we
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
Madam C.J. Walker did. And yo, trust me, they deserve their props. But if you have any recommendations out there of dope ways, there's a dope exhibition in a museum in your town or something like that, please put that in the comments and let us know. DM us in the IG, we'll share it. But it's important. But let's just find new ways to kind of celebrate it and make it dope. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And keep the young ones engaged in it too.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Other than that, what's up with you, man? How was your week?
Same old same, man. Regular week,
Chill.
just prepping for the show and
All right.
just working and doing me. That's all.
How
Uh,
much work goes into this prep? Like, you speak on that a little bit?
um,
I don't know. I just pop in and just pop out.
no, no. We do the pre-production meetings,
Right,
but
right, right, right.
after tonight, it's like, all right, you gotta um, we gotta edit the audio,
Mm-hmm.
and then we gotta come out with some clips for promo during the week to promote the last show.
Yeah.
Um, Shout out to my wife because she's been helping me out on some of the social media stuff.
Nice, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she's always been a help, but she's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
helping me a lot more.
Right.
But
Booth by Michelle. Thank you.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's
Shout out to Tyrone too.
yeah. Shout out to him,
Yeah,
man.
man. Definitely a
Um,
big help.
but yeah, it's a little bit every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Of
yeah, yeah,
course,
yeah.
like I'm my biggest thing is trying to work on my time management and
All right.
not be so sporadic when I'm working on, you know, we're doing cigars and whiskey stuff or doing, regular work stuff, regular business stuff or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man. But
Do you keep like a strict schedule during the week or even with your
well,
downtime? Like,
it should be stricter, if that's a word. It should be even more strict.
for
But
you, I believe it. You're a very disciplined man, so I'll allow that exception for you.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like I have a kind of impromptu type of schedule where it's not like, all right, I'm going at this time, that time. It's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do some cigars and whiskey shit. And I
Mm-hmm.
might be doing it for a few hours or whatever. But usually it ends up around the same times, but
All right.
it's not really scheduled. But I really have to get a nail on that. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right, right, right,
Yeah.
right, right. Do you feel guilty during your downtime sometimes?
As far as what?
If you have downtime, like let's just say like you're watching something on Netflix and you just kind of like binge through it. You're watching like 4 episodes in a row. You ever feel like, damn, I should be doing something? Or you just say
Uh
enjoy the moment and just take the time and just
I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I feel like I should be doing more.
mm-hmm.
Because of course I'm thinking about the progress of this whole thing. You know what I mean?
Of course, everybody
And
is, yeah.
we have certain aspirations, we have certain goals, and it's like, all right, um, I feel like I wish there was more time, But you are right. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I do slack here or there, and I'm like, damn, I should be doing more. So yeah, there is a little bit of guilt sometimes.
It's healthy though, right?
Yeah, man. You gotta kind of
Check yourself a little bit.
check yourself, even have some time away so you can
100%.
reset. And a lot of this is about strategy. So it's like, all right, we got to figure out the next move. And it's like when you're in it, it's hard to figure out the next move. But if you take a step back, it might be a bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So
yeah, man.
Yeah, but that was my week. Shout out to all you guys out there. Again, shout out to everyone tuned in on YouTube, also Facebook. If you're on YouTube, do us a favor and hit the like button. It helps us get the live out to more people. Thank you guys for really tapping into the last live. We had, you know, over 1,000 views on that one. So shout out to you guys. Again, we are drinking the Monkey Shoulder blended malt Scotch whiskey. All right, this one is distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. It's a Scotch. So we're talking about 43 ABV, 86 proof. This is, you know, kind of a pretty popular Scotch.
I enjoy it.
You know, it's I guess I'm pretty sure a lot of whiskey drinkers have drunk this before. Fun fact, shout out to Juice's journal, is that the way they came up with the name.
Okay.
So the malt guys, they used to, you know, use shovels and somewhat of their hands in order to turn the malt.
Okay. All right.
And then they developed like a strain injury while doing it, and it made their shoulder hang low like a monkey.
Oh wow!
So they used to call that monkey shoulder. So that's how they got the name.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Name it after their injury. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. This one is crafted in Speyside. It's a blend of single malts, whiskeys. Taste is supposed to be mellow vanilla with spicy hints. On the nose, zesty orange, vanilla honey, and spiced oak.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely get that orange.
Absolutely.
That orange pill is definitely like.
I feel like you get it on the aftertaste too. You get that little zing. You get that little citrus kind of bite on the back end too. So yeah, very enjoyable.
Yeah. So so far so good. Monkey Shoulder. We'll let this one marinate.
Absolutely.
And we'll come back and we'll see how it fares.
Right.
All right. All right. So let's jump right into the show. Let's not wasting any more time.
Ooh.
Where we going first, man?
Start on top of the list. Whatever you got up there.
All right. So
Joe.
Yeah,
Joe
man.
Budden podcast.
Yeah. So this is the second time something like this has happened. All right. Shout out to the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
I know y'all wanted to sign us. We had to get the negotiations right. You know, maybe we'll meet back at the table.
Sorry.
But, you know, we'll figure it out. All right. But shout out to them. Joe Budden and his co-host, Ish.
Yeah.
They get into another situation regarding a female. And
that they shared in common.
Now,
a little backstory on it. On the previous episode, the episode right before this, they just had an open conversation on how many women that they had in common. I think when they got to the middle of it, I think they said it was about upwards of 20 women that they have in common.
20 women?
Yeah. So that was a lighthearted, kind of, comment.
It
wasn't heat at all. Okay. That was just kind of like kind of like talking about their old escapades kind of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But this one got a little heated because I guess it sounded like Joe was kind of gaslighting ish a little bit in this situation.
Okay. All right.
But yeah. Let's
watch go.
The clip.
Go to the clip.
Let's see what's going on with it.
Let's go to the clip, man.
Is it a repeated issue that you believe women?
Can you see his
when
point
your
of not
friend is
believing the
telling you
girl?
something,
you
keep doing that.
You.
Stop.
Yo,
Did the girl say he tried to fuck her or something?
Yes. That's why he's sitting there acting light skinned.
Bro.
The fuck are we talking
You
about?
keep screaming.
Light skinned bullshit.
And stop.
So hold up. Wait. Now I gotta wait. Let me ask you
You're
one
about
question.
to piss me off, and I'm gonna start screaming back at you.
Wait, can I ask
Nigga,
a question real
stop.
quick?
This is about
So you
you
can't even
always
ask a
saying you not coming behind us when we fuck with a bitch. You knew I fuck with the bitch. You met the bitch through me, and you came behind her. You should have never kissed her. If that's your instance.
You
Yo,
keep
my bro,
ignoring
what's
me
wrong with
saying
y'all niggas sitting
I
here
have
acting like
not
I'm
met- I do
crazy.
not
This
re-
nigga be fucking lying.
Ish, I don't know this girl from you.
You do.
I
You
don't.
You met
I'm
him through me.
telling
You
you
get
I
the
don't.
convenient amnesia. So any bitch I
No,
fuck behind
Ish,
you, I don't know neither.
no.
I ain't meet him through you.
No, Ish, that's your
See how
bag.
easy that be?
You like
You
fucking
see how
behind
easy
niggas.
that be?
You like
I
fucking
don't.
behind
Though.
niggas.
I don't. I like women.
I don't even ask niggas.
I like women.
Yo, you fuck?
So
How
what?
I don't do
So-
none of that.
so-
That's your bag. Stop
I'm
trying to put
not
me
saying
in
it's
your
not.
bag.
You do this
I'm
to me
not
every
in your
day.
bag. I didn't try to fuck your little mutt from the streets.
Oh.
I had a kiss, and you emotional about it.
I'm not-
Like you keep being emotional
Yo,
when
you
we have
corny
interlap
with the
on a
emo-
girl.
No, it's
Stop
not
being
about the
emo-
girl.
Then why
It's
don't you
about
believe
you
your-
lying.
Then why don't you believe your friend?
Because you fucking lying. You've admitted this to me before.
Exactly. I'm
You
done.
changing
I
your
rest my
story
case.
for the pod.
I rest my case.
You changing
I
your
rest my
story to
case.
look innocent for the pod. Nigga, we've had this conversation about this bitch
I rest my
before.
case.
Whew.
Kissing and telling.
Kissing and telling.
That's good potting though, right there, boy. That's good. That's heated conversation. And honestly, like I give them props because I listened to this episode.
You give who props?
Joe and Ish, they bounce back in the next segment like nothing ever happened. Just had a
Really?
regular conversation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
this didn't carry over. I don't think they had any ill will, but a lot to unpack here with this conversation here.
Mm-hmm. Where do we start?
Believing your friend over women. I think that's where it started. I feel like Joe was on some shit like, why do you believe her story against mine? And Ish was like, you're known to be a liar. Like, I'm not going to believe you in this situation because you done me wrong in this situation. So
Well-
I think Joe's lost a little bit of equity in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if your homie knows you better than he knows the female,
Mhm.
and he knows you to be a liar,
Yeah,
Like-
especially when it comes to females.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know her like that.
Mhm.
Or I don't know, I don't have that much interaction with her
Yeah.
to know if she's a liar or not, but I know you a liar.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And first things first that I noticed is that he said, if you listen to what they said, he said that the girl came back and told him that Joe tried to hit.
Yeah.
And he said that he didn't know her from him. Why would the female go back to him and tell him that
his man
if
tried to-
they didn't meet each other from that?
It's fine.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fine investigation
So,
work. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
yo,
yeah. I
that's
even beat that, right.
I would say,
You caught right there.
yeah, Joe, you probably
Red handed.
yeah, because a female that just met you independently, like from him, is
Yeah.
not gonna go back and tell him like, yo, he tried to tried to sleep with me.
Right.
No, it's
So either they met together, Ish was with Shorty, and they met Joe one time or whatever, or she knows them to be, acquaintances. The girl knows them that
Yes.
that they're cool,
yes,
and either way, she thought it was strong enough to bring it back to Ish. Maybe Ish wasn't tripping on it,
mm-hmm.
but he just filed it in his, he put it in his folder.
yeah.
know what I mean?
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, you definitely got to do that.
Like, all right, some situations are not big enough to bring it back to your homie on some like, I'm not gonna fuck with you forever.
Mhm.
It's like, all right, I'll bookmark that,
Yeah,
and I know you did some slick shit,
Mhm.
but yo, she not wifey,
no,
she not no ex-wifey.
Yeah.
She was just some old work some old part-time work.
yeah.
So it's like, all right, you try to, or whatever happened. But do the question is, do you speak to your man? Because I think we spoke about this on another show.
You definitely address it. You should
You
address
address
it. Yeah. You could address it. I feel like if you're young enough, this is a young guy thing. You could kind of bounce back, from it once you kind of set that tone. Like, yo, listen, I ain't no tender dick nigga. Like, there's certain situations. If she in the streets or whatever, I'm cool with it. You could rock, you know what I mean? But if it's someone that I'm digging and I'm bringing around, yeah, bro, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? Because it goes into the second thing that was said in it. You like fucking behind niggas, which is a strong accusation.
Very strong accusation. Very strong accusation.
That kind of means to me like you not trying to do your own work. You're trying to smash something off of the work of your man. Like your man already bagged her, got her in the mix.
You're talking like that's easy though. Isn't that harder though?
You already know. You already kind of got a rapport, so you already got a kind of an in, and then kind of weasel your way in. It's kind of a weasel move. It's a weaselly kind of move to kind of like slide in. Fucking behind niggas is a weaselly move.
It's not. I don't think it's easy because you gotta navigate through around your homie. Plus, you gotta deal with the fact that Shorty dated your homie, so she might not be on that type of level.
You're assuming that Shorty and homie ended off on a good note. Now, if it ended off on a bad note, now it's a layup. Now, if it ended off on a, on a note that it wasn't even serious, now you kind of got to end. It's only hard if she had affection for him, and she might want to get back with him. Now,
I think
if
a lot of women have a certain level of respect for themselves that they try not to double dip in crews of dudes.
I don't know who you heard that from. That's their bag.
I
don't know who you
I'm
heard
speaking.
That from, that's their bag.
That's their bag.
That's kind of the only power they really got to get a nigga back. Like that's either that or child support. Like one or the other.
But that's not really getting the nigga back. That's not really getting a dude back by sleeping with his homie. It's like
you tender dick nigga, then you get him back. If you know he feel a way about, All
right, so this is the thing. I feel like this happens among circles of men that have a decent amount of women for that to happen, right?
Yeah, small town.
Well, not even just small town. It's like you got to have a certain amount of women to circulate in order to be dipping in the same pots. It's not like it's a couple of girls and everybody's passing around the same girl. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it would probably be two dudes or a couple of dudes that get a lot of females
and
in order
to frequent the same place.
Yeah,
like they all fishing in the same pond.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but that's nasty, and that's not really conducive to like a long-term friendship. Like honestly, they've had so many women in common. I'm surprised that they're friends at this point, because that's a weird. Dudes really don't. A lot of dudes that maintain long-term friends really don't do that to their peoples.
All right, maybe not on that scale, but does this always happen in groups of friends?
No.
I believe it does. I believe there's some intermingling. I think every group of guys that deals with women, right, that have, a certain type of vibe going for them, that get women.
Listen, if you grew up in the same town, someone might have had a girlfriend in 5th grade or something like that. You could have had an 8th grade girlfriend or whatever. But I'm talking about as grown men sharing women, you know what I mean? Unless she's like, for the streets, or you just passing it to the homie, like it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none type of shit, you know what I mean? But if it's something like a relationship based kind of thing, that it doesn't really mix. We don't really do that. Like guys, guy friends with any kind of code, any kind of decorum. We ain't really doing that. That's a weird thing to do, yo. It's a foul thing to do, and it's a touchy thing to do, because you don't know who your homie liked. Like these are people too. You know what I mean? And this is your man's. So unbeknownst to him, unbeknownst to you, he could have really thought like, he had a little future with Shorty. Now what? It's like, yo, you just pissing in the pool every time you come over. Now no one can get in the pool. Now she ruined for everybody. What if I was thinking about doubling back? What if we was taking a little break and I was thinking about you just sullying that war? I can't have anything with her. I can't go back to her. I can't do anything with her. There's enough women out here for everybody to not to do this. This is not a normal thing.
But
and this is this is niggas that like to fuck behind like women. I feel like men who like to fuck behind other men, they scoping that chick out when she's with you, and that's inappropriate. If I'm bringing something to the function, I'm a single guy. I'm bringing something to the function.
Yeah.
You should just respect that I got something, and that's cool. You shouldn't just be waiting for I got next. Like, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be doing the Birdman hand rub, waiting for your turn. Like, yo, how long you got on that? Like it's a bench press at the gym. How many more reps you got left, homie?
I get it, but it's like, all right, so we got to be honest, right?
Yeah, be honest.
In groups of males, right?
Yeah.
There's always a certain level of hidden competition.
Nah.
No,
why?
you don't agree?
Please elaborate.
Maybe
I'm missing something.
I think men have egos.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we are competitive. Most men are competitive. All right. That's kind of in our nature.
Yeah.
And I believe in groups of men, when you have a handful of guys, maybe not one or two or three, but when you get like, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dudes,
right, come on.
You're going to have a certain level of hidden competition. It's not like
but the
in your face.
Is what? The competition is healthy. Like, yo, I could beat you in basketball. I'm better than you in Madden. Like, what is it talking about? Oh, I could fuck your girl. Like, that's the competition. That's what you really trying to like.
It might
normalize
be,
now.
All right. So the same way you said a female could get at a dude, that's how she get back at a dude by sleeping with his friend.
Yeah.
Like, yo, some dudes like, yo, I could do X, Y, and Z. Or
why would you have?
I could get more chicks.
Why would you have more chicks around?
Huh?
Yeah, you could get more chicks, but like, nigga, if you keep coming behind me, then this is weird now, and I can't. Honestly, I don't want to fuck with you anymore.
I'm not even saying somebody coming behind you and trying to hit everything you hit.
Right.
Right. But I'm just talking about, all right, I might like a shorty that you used to deal with or whatever. Right. And I might want to hit too. Right. And I'm not saying that I do this. I'm just saying I think that dudes will see a chick that you with, and he like, yo, she hot or whatever. Like, I want that. Like, I should have that.
That's nasty.
I think in a lot of groups of guys, you have those guys. Not all of them. You might have one. In a group of 8 or a group of 6, it's that dude. Don't tell me you don't got that dude that's got that little bit of competition, hate.
Still
like,
around? Nah, man. Nigga. Niggas like that get tossed to the side real early in life. Like in their 20s, easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even as grown men, like, if people like that get considered to be coming around, they get excommunicated. They get flicked to the side like, please, bitch ass niggas, yo. Nah, keep niggas like that far away from you, because them niggas, and now it's nasty work. Now it's digital. Niggas being DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas be texting, like, dudes do mad weird shit now. So now it's really nasty work out here. Fuck out of here, man. Niggas like that is corny, son. And it's not even coming off with no fucking tender dick shit. Like, this ain't coming off with like no sucker for love and no shit like that. If she for the streets, yo, have her, yo, boom. But yo, if it's something I'm bringing around, and honestly, like, if niggas are sensing the pattern, you kind of on that nigga dick, yo. Honestly, yo. Like, nigga, what you gonna buy the same sneakers I got on every time? Every time I come around with a pair of sneakers, every car I buy,
it's
every
not
piece of jewelry.
Sometimes, all right. Dick, I'm not defending it, but sometimes it's not just the dude. It could be the female also.
Yeah, but she is scally, but niggas get tested every day.
All right, but she could be a scally, but sometimes you'll have a nigga that is a little tender dick, or he might just not even, he don't even gotta be tender dick. He just be like, yo, bro, like, stop dipping in my pool.
That's your man's. You should respect it.
You should respect it.
Yeah.
But men in sex and women, there are not a lot of dudes that can turn down advances from a woman, bro.
Undisciplined, yeah, and those dudes is lone wolves. Stay by
Bro,
yourself.
no.
We reviewed a couple of videos like that. I don't fuck niggas' wives. I'll never get married because I don't fuck. So all right, then now you haunted. Now you haunted by the dirt you did on other niggas. You can't never have a respectful, you know what I mean, relationship because you don't sully so many people's relationships. Sometimes it's on you to be the bigger person and be like, yo, all pussy ain't good pussy, yo. This is gonna come between me and my man.
Come
I'm
on,
just
man.
gonna fall
GB.
back.
Come on. We live in the real world, bro.
Bro, we grown men, dog. Like niggas, like we should have got this out the system, like,
bro.
Early
Come
20s.
On. Let's be real.
Early 20s, dog. Yo,
Come
if
on,
a 40, bro. If a man over 35 can't control himself around a woman, he can't be around. What you gonna do? Like, what? They gonna take pussy too?
Nah, it don't gotta be that. Don't go extreme on me, but let's just say, yo, a woman makes some advances. A lot of times, dudes is not turning that down.
Bro, fall back.
Yo,
you just dag dry, you ready to crash out over it, and salute. Crash out. Enjoy. You were pouring on the chessboard, like, yo, you just got used up by a shorty, like, you got used up.
Yo, bro, I understand. I get what you're saying, right? And this is the way it should be. But I feel like a lot of the times, men deal with testosterone, they deal with ego, they deal with pride, all that shit. And I think dudes are competitive, and let's not act like in every group of friends, everybody is happy-go-lucky. You got to think about the dynamic of guy groups, right?
Right.
You have let's say you have 6 guys. You got one dude he could fuck with everybody. Then you got this other dude over here. He mess with this dude one-on-one, but he don't mess with nobody else one-on-one. He mess with the group, right? Yeah. This other dude, he mess with this one and that one, right? One-on-one, he'll go see them, but then he mess with the whole group. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's cliques within the clique, right? Some people are closer to each other than others. You understand what I'm saying?
There's the haves and there's the have-nots.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Boomerang, there was Marcus and there was David Allegretti character. Gerard had a hard time with the women. So even if something fell in his vicinity, just let him work on it. If something fell on his table, just let Gerard work on it. Just let the homie work on it, because he don't really got it like that. Marcus had him coming. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So Marcus was a single dude. So Marcus was out there knocking him down. He seen something that was on Gerard's plate, and he snatched that too. But I bet you money, the way Marcus was caught up, if there was another Marcus in the crew, or there was a Marcus to him, he wouldn't have felt like that. You know what I mean? He wouldn't have felt like it was all good. If you get where I don't know if I lost you.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas like to take advantage of weaker men.
I'm not even sure if it's that.
And
man.
Sometimes there's just two titans that don't play by any rules.
Bro.
Sometimes you get 2 dudes that just like, yo, listen, we in the crew, we around. Listen, we ain't gonna be around y'all women, but us, we just gonna share. And I'm like, yo, listen, have at it. That's a little weird, but hey, that's something you get out your system young in life, yo.
All right, if you think so, I think men have a hard time turning down advances from women. And if you could have certain, say you live by certain morals or standards, but let that chick that you feel like is hot approach you and try to, advance, and she want to give it.
Niggas could control themselves if there's the killer in the hood, and that's his chick. Nigga could control themselves then, right?
What
it's
you
funny
mean?
how niggas could control themselves when it's real convenient. No one's gonna mess with the killer's chick. If there's a nigga that busts their gun in the hood, and everybody know that he busts his gun and he'll kill niggas for less, you ain't running around with a chick. I bet you have a little self-control then, right?
I guess so.
You'll find a way. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, man. Control yourself, fellas. Come on, please, yo. You know what I mean? Show some respect for your brother, and get out your system early, because I know like everybody comes. If you're in an age group and everybody's coming up together, everybody's coming of age together, and it's like sometimes the rules aren't really clear, and but by your early to mid 20s, you should have this shit out of you.
I get it. I get it, man. Most guys, man, to have a woman tell you that she wants you, that's like, that makes a dude like the equivalent of being moist for a woman. Like that's the ultimate compliment. Like a chick is just like, you ain't have to do nothing, and she's ready to lay down with you. Like, yo, a lot of dudes are not gonna turn that down.
But like, just the shorty, the homie just bought you the game night 2 weeks ago, and she's coming to you, so she's crossing him.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, I was eyeing you the whole time. So you gonna cross your man over some pussy?
And just do it.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's unacceptable. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. All I'm saying is that it's unacceptable. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen.
I think it happens not a lot. Like, it's not happening there, but I think amongst groups of guys, I think it always happens. I think there's always an interlapping.
Right. If it happens, does it get accepted? Or does it get blown up like this?
I think
even if it's 10 years later, 20 years later, do you hold animosity for it? Like, yo, shorty came to me and she was just like, yo, you was extra thirsty, and I just brought over to your crib. It's just real weird. Like, are you watching the women? And now I'm married. So are you watching my wife? Like, are you like, when does it stop? Like, all right, my daughter is coming of age. Are you watching like, when does it stop? When does it stop? You watching my little sister? You watching, like, what are you watching? Like, what do you want? Like, so everything that's around you is fair game? Or you watching my brother's girl? Or you watching like my family's people? Like, or you like is this fair game? Like, everything for you is fair game? If it is, then nigga, you gotta get the fuck away from me, man. Like you gotta go somewhere with that shit, yo.
Yeah.
You a wild nigga, yo. Sit around, get that from over. Like, nah, you got no self-control. Like people who on a purpose don't got no patience for that, yo.
All right, you can have no patience, and we'll move on soon. But you can have no patience. But I'm just saying, it happens. And when you're dealing with men and sex and women advances, it's but so much.
That's some shit that
turning down
with, like,
a lot of dudes is gonna do.
Friends. There's a lot of niggas out there that don't got friends from like 10 years and nothing like that. Like, we got friend groups from Sandbox.
Yeah.
Like, everybody I know is from, like, I know people from 6, 7 years old. Like, still, a lot of them. You know what I mean?
And I
grew up with all my friends. You know what I mean? Like, there's no smut. You know what I mean? There's no smut there's no shit on nobody's jacket. And for the niggas that got shit on their jacket, even to this age, even if you find it out now, Vamoose, nigga, you out of here.
I get it.
Out of here.
I guess you got
nigga.
I guess you got a
short tolerance for that. Some niggas that are, you know what I mean? Money fall on the floor, he step on the 20, like, it's nasty niggas, man. Niggas without no code, yo. Fuck out of here, man.
All right, so back to let's finish up with the clip. So who's wrong in that situation?
Joe's wrong.
Is Ish being a little bit too?
No, because Joe baited him into the argument. I feel like Joe knew that Ish felt the way about it, and he baited him into the conversation, and he got what he wanted.
Yeah, it was
he
good.
felt stupid. He got exposed. You know what I mean? He felt he got power in his face.
I think I'm not sure if the world really paid attention to what was said, but it looked like, I think Joe was good with words, so he probably got the benefit of the doubt from the majority of people that watched it.
I don't think he did. Nah.
Oh, okay.
He was copping pleas to me, but I don't know.
He tried to do a reversal by saying that Ish is the one that goes behind dudes and sleeps with the same chicks.
Yeah, but that wasn't on that. That's not. Kids do that.
No, that's how you win the argument. You move you move it to a different space.
No, you're flipping the goalpost. You're scoring in the wrong basket.
Exactly.
Like,
but that's how dudes win, though. That's because all right. The argument that you can't win, you remove it from that and you move it to something else. Like,
children do that. You hit me first. Like, nah, nigga. Well, you hit me last week. Like, nah, we talking about this now, nigga. and you brought it up. So now we staying right here, dog. Nah, he ain't do that. And then so let's just move it a little forward. So baby mothers is on, like it's okay for niggas to hit niggas baby mothers. That's
I'm not
acceptable
saying nothing is right, bro. Don't get me twisted. And I'm not saying anything is
sound like it to
right.
me?
No, I'm just saying it happens. And I'm just speaking on why it does happen. I believe it happens because men can't turn down cooch. You know what I mean? If a chick want to hump, he's gonna hump. A lot of the times, dudes, it take for a dude, it's so hard for men to have sex that if somebody just willingly gives it to them, they're not. A lot of times, a lot of men are not gonna turn that down, bro.
So what if you have enough women?
It's some dudes that do, but they still get smitten over the fact that this woman just is willing to just, even the dudes that get women, they still got to put in work to get those women, bro.
Is that a red flag? Is that a gateway drug? Is that is that behavior conducive that he can cross you other? Can you go into business with that man?
No, because that behavior is relative to other parts. Because I've seen it in the people that the people that do like that'll do something like that. I could see that those behaviors, they transcend to different areas of life.
I'm saying. Yeah, you
know
can't go to business with that person. You can't do certain things with that person. That's what I'm saying. You got to handle it as such. You got to get that out the way early, man.
Yeah.
That's where we at.
All right. Shout out to the Joe Button podcast, man.
Putting on, man.
Putting on for real.
Good
For real. All right. Where we going next, man?
Tony Snell, right?
Yeah, let's go to Tony Snell. What would we call him? NBA veteran, or is he
veteran? I think he did 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years in the league or whatever.
Yeah.
He's been pretty much like a role player. On most teams.
Yeah.
Pretty solid guy. I don't know what his numbers are, but
last night Shaq was making a plight for him on TNT, saying that if he doesn't get picked up by a certain time by the trade deadline, that he won't get his NBA pension.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to play 10 years to get his NBA pension, and he has 2 children on the spectrum. And so there was a bit of sympathy for the NBA owners to kind of do the right thing, and even if he really wasn't going to help, so like he can play, but even if he really didn't fit
if
into
he just
your plan,
set the bench or whatever,
if you had a roster spot,
just give it to him
to home your bone. But then I saw this clip today, and I was like,
all right.
Reason why the homie need that money.
Let's check the clip, man.
Hard for me to feel bad for Tony Snell. He played in the NBA for 9 years, okay? He's made over $50 million. He needs to get signed for a 10th year. He needs to get signed today so he can get lifetime benefits for his family. He's got 2 kids who are autistic. He's on the spectrum as well. I'm all for that. Sign him, give him his benefits. Healthcare is messed up. I understand that. I want you to take care of your kids. But your wife is making it really hard for us to feel bad. This is Tony's wife, Ashley. She's on a jet with 12 Birkin bags. I don't know how much a Birkin bag is, but I had a cup of coffee today from yesterday in the pot because I didn't want to waste it. Here she is on a helicopter ride, doing photo shoots in Aruba for her clothing brand. And that's great, but when you flaunt this in our face and then you want us to feel bad for you, average people who drink day-old coffee, not gonna happen. I refuse.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at Birkin bags. I'm in women business right now.
Okay.
So it's about 35 grand to about 26 grand.
For a
So
Birkin.
yeah.
She had 12. She had 12 of them.
Yeah, used go for about 10 on the market. Yeah.
All right, what are your first thoughts?
There's a lot
GB?
of layers to this.
The first, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I hate to say this about dude because all right, he's suffering from he came out and he found out that he was autistic also, or whatever. But leave that to the side. That has nothing to do with what I'm about to say. Like the first thing I think, like he looks like Lurch from what is it from Adam's Family?
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he definitely got that.
And his wife. he needs to keep some money. He need to have some money.
If he was bagging groceries at Walmart, she wouldn't be
Yeah,
around.
he would not. Like, yo, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all right. If you've made $52 million, right? Let's just say in your career, and you had to pay an agent, let's say you pay an agent 15% and pay taxes, it's 20 and 25, then you should have, probably made about 10.
10 million?
Maybe taking home 10.
Sheesh, yeah, that's
But
damn, that's fucking depressing.
well, I'm saying he was playing basketball, bro.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
guess
like he was.
yeah.
It's not like he was shoveling shit.
Like, you would hope like you at least could take home half of that, but sheesh.
You got to pay your agents. You might have staff in your crib, all that stuff, But let's say you take home 10 out of the 50.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Taxes and management fees and shit like that. Good living.
You could live good.
You could live good, but if you have a wife,
like you could live good somewhere.
nah, you could live good in New York.
Okay.
If you got 10 million bucks, like, yo, you could literally live off the interest, man. Because if you could save 5 of it and you could do 8%, which is not difficult to do in securities like a fund or something
But
like
I'm
that.
talking about like flying private with 12 Birkins.
No, this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm.
Yeah,
this is
like,
the point
come
I'm
on now,
getting to.
yeah,
I'm getting
yeah,
to
come
like,
on
yo,
now, yeah,
if
you
you
gotta
have
look within your means, yeah.
if you have a looks deficiency and you want to date a chick that's
hot,
supposed to be a baddie,
hot.
you have to provide. You know what I mean? You got to provide like a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? So
I'll kick in your coverage, man. So you gotta play. You gotta pay the piper.
yeah,
Shorty, is she a bit of a predator? Are women like that predators? Or they?
It seems a little bit unfair, right?
I mean, she spit out his pups. So and they're married. She ain't talking about she leaving yet.
No, you
but
know
she gotta kind of. She might have a couple of good years in her. So if you don't get picked up, this might be his marriage, right?
It's possible, bro.
Like
possible,
we come
bro.
around a year from now, we're sorry to hear that Tony Snell and Shorty's getting at the balls.
I hate that. I don't mean to laugh because I would never want to see nobody divorced, but we have to take into account though, right? Everybody that's married, may love each other, but that doesn't mean they're in love.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So
she had that man's children, so we ain't gonna do that.
No, she may have his children, but that doesn't mean she's in love with him. Being in love with
a bell, but all right, right.
Bro, I'm keeping it a buck, bro.
Right.
And you know what? Let me reverse it a little bit because maybe physical attraction is not that important to her. You understand what I'm saying?
Monetary attraction is more important to her.
No. Maybe she likes his soul and his personality and things like that.
NBA owners, y'all better say that boy marriage, bro. Yo, Shaq was out there like asking y'all better pick that boy up, man.
Shaq needs it. Shaq can give him some
Shaq can
some
give
money.
him a little. Shaq can take his bitch too, though.
That's
Shaq ain't doing that shit for free.
Shaq gonna make him a fucking offer he can't refuse.
yeah, word. Yeah, decent proposal too, nigga.
For real.
Nah, I'll be doing that to someone's wife.
Oh man.
Oh well.
So on the video, dude says he doesn't feel any, he's trying to feel sympathetic, but he doesn't because of the lifestyle that his wife is living.
Yes.
How do you feel? Do you agree? Or should it even matter?
Wholeheartedly agree. You could live a certain lifestyle. Yo, honestly, that's why this is gonna sound terrible. That's why I had no problems ever bootlegging a rapper's CD. After MTV Cribs, I was like, fuck these niggas. I ain't getting these niggas no money, yo. Yo, you gonna throw that shit in our face? Like, yo, dog.
But Cribs was fake. A lot of Cribs was fake.
I didn't know that then.
You didn't know at the time, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just putting opulence in our face and regular people's face, it's like, it's cool. I guess it's aspirational, but yo, care about that shit. And like, yo, we feel like suckers giving you more money so you can live like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool to have it. I'm never hating on nobody money.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, if you putting in people's face, like, you know what I mean? Like, I live pretty good. I'm not putting things on Instagram, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Putting it out there, like, you know. I don't know. I think there's a certain level of humility you should have, especially if you're gonna come around and ask for charity on the back end.
All right, that's what I was going to ask. Did he actually ask for the charity? You understand? Or people doing that on their own accord? Did he say?
How did you even know that? Because I'm pretty sure there's more than one person. This is the first time I've ever heard of this, and I'm pretty sure that there were plenty of people in the same predicament.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like charity to me. If it walked like a duck, it quacked like a duck. It's a duck.
That the thing is, if people know his story,
Yeah,
and they know he's dealing with some disabilities,
right.
they may feel like, all right, we're going to advocate for this guy. That doesn't mean he was out there saying, yo, I need this, whatever it's going to happen, or it's going to fuck me up.
Okay.
Right? He might be good financially. He might have done some decent things with his money, and he could be okay.
Can I pivot this conversation just a little bit?
Into the mic.
Let's talk about generational wealth. And let's talk about having that 10 million and making that 10 million look like something, and having it for his kids and making it look like something for his kids. And well, at least just having it so that you could at least live a good life, a healthy life, and send your kids to college and have whatever care you have for them and everything like that. Like, shouldn't that just be the goal? Like, isn't that just the baseline? Like, how do you get that much money and squander that?
Nobody said he squandered the money, though.
All right.
So that, I don't know if we're there. But yeah, that should definitely be, like, you know, and we don't know what he has taken care of and what he doesn't. But I think what most people are talking about is the fact that they're going to need services. They're going to need shit for a very long time.
But they know this. When they were on the private jet with the Birkins and all that. So,
well,
two of the Birkins, like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know. It's a cool story. It's not my money. Honestly, I can't do nothing for you. So, you know, it sounds cool. But I just kind of want to talk about, like, not messing the money up. Like, how can we? Because I feel like there's a lot of talk in the Black community about generational wealth and all that. You're pretty good with money. Like, what does generational wealth mean to you?
What it means to me is when I hear generational wealth, what it means to me is that more than one generation can live a lifetime on the money that's
a lifetime.
Yes. Right, but
that's a little heavy-handed.
Well, I know that's what it used to be.
Okay.
All right. So we have to kind of remix the word, because what people don't want to say is that in the Black community, we don't have as much money as other communities. We don't have as many assets as other communities, and we don't have good money habits in the Black community.
Because every generation has to start from scratch? Like, grandma doesn't leave the house for the kids, and then the kids take care of the house and have houses, and they're playing. Like, how I bust your ass in Monopoly the other week. Like,
please.
And I had houses, you know finish. What I mean? And I, you know, I was about to get like houses and shit like that. So
it never happened. you had some blueprints. You went to the architect and asked for some blueprints, but you never got it drawn up. It never got done. So, all right, it's to be continued. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, but you know, like, aren't you like essentially playing Monopoly? Like, first of all, with I feel like the biggest way to have generational wealth is through real estate. Like, realistically, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if a third generation, if like no one messed up any other property and had things, like, I've known people that inherited businesses, buildings, all types of things. If they keep that going for their kids and their kids keep it going, that's generational wealth, right?
Yeah.
But they still have to work.
Okay.
So it's not like they could live off of it, but it's a nice stepping stone.
And this is what I'm saying is the difference with today, it being remixed, is that, all right, you don't have to start from zero. Right. Okay. And before, generational wealth, it was strictly for the affluent.
Yeah.
like, you know, not millionaires, but like multi-millionaires or whatever.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Rockefellers, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like, yo, their
Carnegie's.
kids, your kids
Right.
will probably never have to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If they don't just squander everything just by chance,
Yeah.
they'll be fine. Like generation after generation.
Mhm.
But now we have remixed it for the black community because we don't have assets.
But
like
why
that.
does it have to be a remix? Why it can't just be like modern? Like it just can't be like why gotta be remixed? Why can't it just be realistic?
Because you gotta kind of alter the definition though.
On a scale. It's on a scale. There are the Carnegies, but there's there's that family down south that
all right. So
grandpa owned.
I get it, but like, yo, you know what? Tell me if you can tell me that you heard regular white people talking about generational wealth before it became a buzzword, then we could have that conversation. But when I heard about
circles, so I don't know.
When I heard about when I hear the terminology generational wealth,
right,
it was only in relation to the affluent, the high society.
So when you heard of someone inheriting their parents' crib and having their grandmother's crib down south still, and having like when you heard of that, what was that?
In what community?
In the black community.
It was never associated like with the term of generational wealth.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you ask a regular white person like that got a life insurance settlement from their parents' death or something like that, they'd be like, oh yeah, this is generational wealth or whatever. No, they probably don't say that. Oh yeah, I got my father's house or whatever, this, that, and the third. Yeah. This is generational wealth.
Right.
No, we turn that into like the regular shit that regular white people was.
Well, it got to start somewhere, right?
I understand that, but I'm just talking about the term.
Right.
The term wasn't used for regular people.
Feel uncomfortable with it being called that, or
no? I'm fine. Hey, I'm not the fucking dictionary or anything like that. I don't, I don't care. Like people can use it the way they want to use it.
So you can say life insurance. Life insurance is another strong way to really build that. Keep it.
It's not really supposed to be for that though.
Okay.
Life insurance is not supposed to be for like generational wealth. It's supposed to make you whole. It's insurance.
Okay.
Right. So if people don't know, like if you have a mortgage, right, and you have a husband and a wife, the husband dies. All right, you want to have the life insurance to make sure you pay off the crib so your wife doesn't have the burden of having to pay for the crib by herself. Right. If you have kids that have to go to college, you make sure their college is paid for. Right. You make sure that person's salary, your husband's salary, is covered for the next like 10 years.
Right.
That's not necessarily generational wealth.
No,
that's
but
just like
what
to make
if
you whole.
he finishes that, life insurance policy and finishes paying off everything? What if everything, goes into? What if everything finishes? He lives his life. He doesn't die an untimely death. The kids go to college. The mortgage gets paid off. That money now goes to the second generation, or helps the wife live off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Now some of that money goes off into the second generation. That spillover, wouldn't that be considered generational wealth?
All right.
Like,
should
it be like
a wave
when it kind of spills over?
Trust me, I'm not trying to be cynical, but
yeah, you can't help it.
No. It usually never happens, right?
Wow. Really?
No. All right. If you have let's say you have a whole life policy, right, for $100,000, right? A lot of people don't have $1 million whole life policies. They might have term $1 million policies, which are cheaper, right? If you have a $1 million
for the cheap seats, can we just explain?
All right, a whole life policy means that you have the policy for the entirety of your life. Term is for a certain amount of years. It could be 10 years, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. You have the thing. And if you die within that time period, you get paid out. If you die after that, you don't get anything. Right? But if you why am I missing the term? If you basically, if you pay up $1 million life insurance policy, you paid out $1 million in premiums, bro. So, all right, at that point, you got to think about it like this, like, and this is the thing about insurance, like if you if you were able to live long enough to pay out $1 million, imagine if you invested that in the stock market and you just got 8%. That $1 million would probably be fucking with compounded interest. It'll probably be 10.
And now you're gambling.
No, it's not really gambling, man.
No, well, okay, all right.
It's not really gambling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But usually, this is what I'm trying to say. Niggas, most of the time, people don't pay up $1 million in life insurance, right? And if you're able to do that, you should be parking your money somewhere else. It's making interest, because you don't make interest on insurance policies.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just in case, right? So a lot of people, you know, they got tricks in order to try to make money. I can't even get into all that. But
Right.
but yeah, life insurance policies in general are not supposed to be for like necessarily generational wealth.
Okay.
It's supposed to, if you die, the stuff that you still owe on, it's not a burden to the people that's living.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
All right.
College, your salary, your mortgage, and a few dollars to, you know, for you to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not supposed to be like, yo, I'm getting rich off of insurance policies.
Are there anything that hurt going into the next generation? That any habits that people have now that kind of hurt?
The one thing I would recommend to people is that create a trust, right? And a trust will allow you to control your money when you're alive, and you can control your money when you're dead, right? And and your assets when you're dead, because that's the biggest problem. Like,
right.
Yo, we know a bunch of people that have inherited houses, and then as soon as their parents died and they got the houses, they lose the house, they lose the crib.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Or they sell the crib, get the money, and then they blow the money. You understand what I'm saying? If you have a trust, you can kind of avoid a lot of tax issues.
Yeah.
And then you can also control the way things go while you're dead in the grave.
Right,
so if you say, yo, you can never sell this crib, and whoever, you got to make sure that you got to pay, or the money that I have in this annuity that I have for you pays the tax for the house every year, so you can't lose it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And
Okay.
they can't deviate from
kind of put the safeguards on.
Exactly. You got to keep the training wheels for certain people.
Yeah, right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I would tell people to do.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice jewels, man. Yeah, I think we wrapped it up on that. I think we started an immature conversation. I think we salvaged it.
Yeah. Shout out to Tony Snell. No disrespect or anything like that, but we hope you get a contract. And it does though. It screams of like she might have took advantage of the situation
from the top.
Yeah,
on that homeboy was a little on the
slow
side of the game, and was like, you know what? Yeah, let me get this.
She saw him coming.
Shit, she probably DM Shaq like, yo, Shaq, I don't know if you knew, but yo, Big Tony needs a couple of more, you know what I mean? A couple of more games and that pension.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them, man.
Yeah, what we got next, man?
Let's
keep it going.
Let's move it on to Shaq.
Big Shaq.
Big Shaq. All right.
Last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
Yeah, your whole life.
Bro, they gonna tell you can't.
Because you know why?
But it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped like a motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're gonna throw it back in your face. That's why.
That's real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crackers. Your dad left.
Yeah.
In the back one more time?
All right.
Kind of ran a little quick.
Okay.
Open up to a woman?
Yeah.
Never. No, never.
When's the last time you think you've opened up to a woman?
We don't.
Yeah, your whole life.
Bro, they gonna tell you can't.
Because you know why?
But it's a trap.
Because you know why?
I'm trapped like a motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. Because once you do, whenever something go down, they're gonna throw it back in your face. That's why.
That's real.
That's why. So you can't ever.
That's why you crackers. Your dad left.
Yeah.
Right, because your dad left.
Okay. So Shaq says you should never confide in a woman.
Let's start at the tippy top. Let's start at the top. What are some pros and cons are confiding in your woman? Let's start with some pros.
Well, the pros are that I don't know about, I can't speak for everybody else, but my wife, she's my like safe haven. Don't do that. Like, yo, like I trust her enough to tell her,
Right.
You know what I mean?
So
Like,
so it builds trust.
definitely builds trust.
Okay.
And like, yo, I can't, let me not say it builds trust.
Mhm.
It's not like, yo, hold my secret and I can see if I can trust you. Nah, we've gotten to the point where we're so.
Well, it starts with something small. It starts with, yo, I just farted. To like, yo, you know what I mean? I know where the body's buried. You know what I mean? Like, so it builds trust. It doesn't start day one. It doesn't start like, you don't tell your biggest, you don't confide your biggest thing in her the first day.
Yeah.
So it builds trust. Like one day you'll get to the point where you and your wife are. If
I'm
someone's on a first date
yeah.
now, or someone's building something, or someone's a newlywed right now, and they feel like, yo, you feel like telling wifey that they might have sucked the dick in college or something. Like, yo, I don't recommend that. I don't think you could tell everything. I don't think you could. I think sometimes that backfires on you with the.
I think it depends. Thing. I think it depends, and I think a lot of it is vetting.
Yeah,
like if you got the right person, bro,
mm-hmm.
you kind of know how to test the boundaries of what you can say and what you cannot say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And everything comes in steps. It's increments.
Absolutely. I think
building, so it builds trust. We have anything else? Or what's another
pro? It promotes closeness though.
Yeah.
Like when you if we like, say for instance that if we told each other secrets or whatever, and I'm like, yo, I hold your secret, you hold my secret. It builds sort of like a bond in a sense. You know what I mean?
And you don't tell it.
It's like, yo, I trust, like I got hit, like I got his, he got mine. And it's like, yo, that's a bond that we have. Yeah. Ain't nobody knows or whatever. Yeah. So I think.
Shit, there are people, first wives out there still holding on to secrets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah. So
closeness, and then it if I could add one, it I think it solidifies the unit. Like it builds closeness, but it solidifies you guys as a unit. And it's a good pressure reliever, because sometimes you're holding things inside and you do kind of need to let it out to somebody, and a lot of people don't talk to therapists and things like that. Mm-hmm. So you kind of want to have somebody in the hole with them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And when you're saying that, it's about, if you anxiety, stress,
mm-hmm.
like you got to be able to relieve that, to get it off to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you might have, an issue with your homeboy. You can't tell your homeboy. So who else? Like usually men specifically, they have a homeboy or they have their lady. And there's certain shit that they can't tell their lady, and there's certain shit that they might feel about their homeboy that they can't tell their homeboy, they tell their wife.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. So it's like, those are going to be the closest people to you, and you got to get it off. You can't, I don't think anybody wants to just hold shit in. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, apparently somebody does, like Shaq.
No, Shaq sounds scorned a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like a woman did him wrong and threw something in his face.
Sounds like some of the cons. So
yes.
The cons are thrown in somebody's face.
Oh, absolutely.
You confide in someone, you tell them your deepest, darkest secret, mm-hmm. and they throw it in your face in the heat of the argument, and that is like a gut punch.
It is, but I believe in majority of cases, you could tell if that person is that type of person, right?
Yeah.
like this is what I believe, right? I believe that God forbid something was to happen with me and my wife. I don't think she would throw anything in my face.
No, yeah.
I think she would keep everything, you know, like she wouldn't say anything to try to go at me. You understand what I'm saying? But I think if she was that type of woman, I would have seen that shit already.
How does that rear?
Because when you argue, they gonna throw it in your face early.
Yeah.
When y'all in private.
Yeah. Or they telling you other people's secrets.
Yeah.
Or they doing it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. So you're saying Shaq kind of seemed a little scorned?
I believe so. I think this has happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
A woman has divulged some secrets about him or some shit that he told in confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he's feeling that way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
are secrets in the bedroom about the same thing? Like, are they like, you know, like bedroom secrets? Like
what though?
Like kinks or things like that? Like, is that considered like a secret?
I don't know if it's necessarily a secret because like if you, it can't be if that person, like your lady is indulging in the same thing or you're doing it together.
Yeah.
But if you tell her like, yo, when I was in college.
No, but what if you make her put on a strap on and peg you?
Yeah.
There's no bad thing for that for her. Like she just gonna tell niggas.
Possibly. But you that's another like I said.
Yeah.
You would know if she's that type of woman that would do that to you. Right?
So, yeah.
A lot of women not gonna do it. They're not gonna. A lot of women won't do it to you while they're still your girl or your wife.
Yeah.
But as soon as they out the door or something go wrong, they're gonna tell the world.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Who needs to hear this advice from Shaq? Like, is this anybody needs to hear this?
I don't
who's
think
this for?
All right,
This
so
is for
I don't.
NBA guys with money.
All right, and that's another thing. It's a good thing that you said that, right?
Mhm.
Because if you're talking about dudes that kind of have a revolving door of women that they date and shit like that, that makes all the sense in the world. If you don't
the right
have
hand with the left hand, dude,
yeah, man.
Now you get James Bond. Like you get the agent. You get the secret agent. You ain't telling nobody nothing.
If you getting at it like that,
right?
Yeah, you can't really be telling you can't really confide in any woman because you don't know. You don't get to know women that well. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would understand what he's saying in that sense, but the information that what he's saying, it's more or less about vetting, right? If you could see in a woman if she has those type of qualities that I would say that are mainly like toxic in a sense, right?
Right.
A toxic woman she'll chew you out publicly and tell all your business to everybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But those qualities you would be able to see if you did proper vetting. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Or you took some time before you start divulging your information to her.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're spot on that one.
Okay. All right, so I guess we're gonna go get to the. Well, we got the title track. We got the AMS shit. I don't know if you want to still go with that one or.
No, yeah, you gotta go to let's go to the title.
All right, so
Struggle Love.
Oh, that's what it was too. We'll get to it. I don't know if this is the dude that somebody texted me during the week.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it. All right, so title of the show is the pros and cons of struggle love, right? So we're gonna watch a quick clip of a woman. You know, she's telling a story about one of her previous relationships, and she said, you know, it was a bit of a struggle, so she couldn't stay with the dude because financially everything wasn't on the up and up. All right, let's jump into the clip.
You wanted to be a singer in a boy group. I supported that.
Hold on.
The man who taught me what love looked like, he just got married not so long ago. But the reason why we didn't work out is because he was broke.
Well, his wife now is fine with that.
He worshiped the ground I walked on.
But
And he taught me patience. And he really taught me how to damn near love me.
But
taught me how to cook.
But
He was chasing a dream of being a musician. He wanted to be a singer in a boy group. I supported that, everything. But I'm like, he had 2 kids. And I'm just like, you do need to support yourself. Like, you need to make some type of money. He was getting like a $50, $100 allowance from his manager. I was like, drive a Pizza Hut at night. I don't care. Just
so is
make
he
some
still
money.
trying to chase this musician dream?
He just found the woman for him.
Okay, so it didn't work out financially wise. Everything else, if he had the money, would it have worked out?
Yes.
Okay.
It would have. And if I would have met him today, it would work out.
What's the difference?
The difference is I was broke too at the time. Like, I was barely making it by myself. And so I was like, I feel like I don't want a man in my house. And we both, like, that don't make my vagina wet. You feel me? Like, that don't turn me on.
Okay, so now since you're good for yourself, financially, you're saying now it would have worked. So you're saying you wouldn't mind supporting him.
Now I could appreciate the love that he brings, but I still don't want him to be broke.
But it's everything with him is still going to be the same. You have money now, but everything with him is still going to be the same.
You know what? Then maybe I lied.
I know you lied. I was ready to pull it out of you because this.
All right, yo, shout out to the Day by Day podcast. That's the name of that podcast.
By day.
Yeah, man. Struggle love, man. Let me just give the definition. The definition I got. All right. The term struggle love refers to a one-sided relationship. Most often, when one partner is the one who has his or her life together with the job, apartment, etc. Her partner, see how they went to her partner, not saying his or her partner, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the other hand, has not accomplished these milestones and may look to you to help him out.
Very specific.
All right. In some cases, you may pay all the bills, pay for all the living expenses. May you all go to work each morning while he sleeps until noon. You may desire marriage after several years in a relationship, but he may not want that kind of commitment. He may not want to give you a title.
Sounds like the plot to Baby Boy. Honestly, like struggle up. I mean, I guess that's how I took it. Like, I always understood it to be mainly a financial thing.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
But doing like a deeper dive on it, it has to do with infidelity too. If one person is cheating and is putting you through it.
Well, let's be,
and even the one-sided, I think both people could be putting each other through it.
You think so? I think it's pretty one-sided.
I never seen it was one-sided. I always thought that, listen, both of y'all just can't get it together. It can be one-sided, but I feel like struggle love can also be on both sides. There could be one person paying all the bills and one person cheating, or one person who can't. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it could be on both sides.
I think the term struggle love was specifically for women against men.
Okay.
Like, men are the offenders, and that's
surprise.
The women are the ones getting offended.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because you got to think about it like this, right? With the infidelity, they're talking about how a man will be cheating, but a woman will consistently take him back.
Right.
Or
the other way around. That's what I'm saying.
No, that normally doesn't happen.
Okay.
Men, men will leave more than women will leave. Women will deal with it, and they'll keep the relationship going.
All right.
And as far as finances are concerned, if a woman doesn't bring in any money, nobody cares. They only care when a guy doesn't bring any money.
Okay.
And so this term, struggle love, it's not for men to use. It's for women to use.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
So
I never looked at it like that. I thought it was a two-way street, but I got you.
Doubt it.
I've seen it. I've seen it. I think when it does work, I think it builds resiliency. I think it promotes bonding.
How does it ever work though?
It works. Like, all right. So I look at struggle love sometimes as
you think
dude
good relationships
goes
are
to
struggle
jail.
loves?
No, not at all. No. I think relationships can be good, can start off as struggle love and become good if you stick through it.
You think so?
Yeah. I've
I
seen it happen.
Probably disagree.
I've seen it happen.
You got to give me an example.
Well, I've seen a couple. Shoot, there was a couple that was around when back in the day when I was in my first marriage, and you know they had their little problems, ups and downs, jail. You know, I think jail is a part of struggle love too, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Right. Today they're happily married, kids, everything like that, and everything is working out perfect.
How long you go to jail?
Less than 2 years.
Okay. Yeah, that is a struggle.
But there's love too. You can't just leave the word love out of it. It's struggle love. So you're struggling through the love. Like, but the love is there. If the love is there, the love is always gonna win. You know what I mean?
Love will always win.
Right. Yeah.
But
so
you know what I noticed though, watching some of content, doing research on the subject, the women that like really oppose of it, or that were sort of against struggle love, I don't think these are the women that could like truly love, in a sense. You know what I mean? It's like,
or they've been scorned by it. I feel like
a lot
of women try it, and then once they come out the wrong end of it, then they have a adverse reaction to it.
Possibly, but I think you also have some inexperienced women that just they've already set their standards for what they figure they will accept and they won't accept.
Yeah.
And when it comes to monetary and it comes to infidelity, no, they're not going to accept it from the door.
Every relationship is going to have their hardships, though.
Absolutely.
It's better you go through them early rather than go through them late, so you kind of get fortified and you kind of know what everybody's made out of, and you can move forward. I feel like struggle love is something that happens early in relationships, happens early in life when both people are kind of growing and finding themselves, but they're doing it within a relationship. You know, and you know, every relationship got their seasons, they got their ups and downs, and I feel like, you know, if you could survive a struggle of, you know, relationship, if there's not too much violation or disrespect within it, I feel like it'll make you stronger. I feel like that bond to be deep. Like you got your bond. Like there've been stories written about it all the time. Bonnie and Clyde was a struggle love story.
Yeah, not really.
You know, they're running around robbing banks. He had her outside. You know,
she was down with it though, right? So struggle love is just another terminology for women to make an excuse for bad decisions.
I didn't know you were going there with it. Come on, bring it home.
Yo, bro, like, all right, you saying the dude he's not ambitious, he's not making no money or whatever, or he goes out and he cheats or whatever.
Yeah,
that's just bad decisions by you of picking a guy. That's not like.
What if he's just young and he's trying to figure out his life? We've all been there. I can't speak for you. I've been like, we've all been there. Like, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Like, we've all been young in a relationship, trying to find ourselves. Shit ain't really working out. You know what I mean?
No. You can't. No. First of all, when you young, you just young, right? When we talking about struggle love, we saying like we're of age, we're adults, we're adulting at this point.
You shouldn't be struggle loving now.
Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say, right? Yeah. When you're adulting, you shouldn't be struggle loving, right? Because if you're struggle loving, it's because you made a bad decision. If your dude is stepping out on you, or he don't.
What if she waiting for this nigga to get the shit out of the system and she really fuck with him?
All right,
she know, like, yo, listen, bro, this nigga's gonna clean up his act. I'm gonna give him one more chance to clean up his act. Like this,
right, don't cry struggle love, right? That's a decision you made, bro. Like, yo, we in 2024. And the whole women get shot bail for bad decisions, it's not really flying these days, right? Because women are telling women to be accountable for the decisions that they make, right? Like when men say it, it falls on deaf ears. But when you got other women saying it, like, yo, bro, you just got to make better decisions, right? So, in the same way men have to live with the consequences of the decisions that they make, women have to do the same thing, right? The problem is that you know, a lot of times women make permanent decisions with temporary people.
Yeah, babies.
Bro, like, all right, yo, if you know this nigga ain't shit, don't fuck. Don't have sex with him, or don't have sex unprotected with him, right? And even I would even speak to men like, yo, if you know this chick, you do not want her to be your baby mom's, or she's not your wifey material, whatever. Don't sleep with her unprotected. Don't sleep with her, right? But you, like, people make certain decisions and they want a built-in excuse for the bad decision that they made.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not, you know, like, yo, you can't cry foul. Can't cry foul now. Like, in a lot of cases, it's not women and children. It's just children. Like, you don't get shot no bail. You know what I mean? Like, you can't keep saying how, you know, women can't say how men ain't shit or whatever like that. Hey, yo, you chose that man. And for whatever reason, you chose that man. You made that decision, right? You could have a good time with somebody for a short time. It don't have to be for a long time, right? But when you start making decisions that could put you in the long game versus the short game, that's on you. You can't say like, yo.
But what if you're playing the long game with the wrong person? Like, you're playing
That's
the wrong
your
game
fault.
and but
that's your fault.
Sometimes people, you know, believe in people. Like, so you shouldn't believe in people. Like, you shouldn't believe that people can right their wrongs, can get it together. If everything else is good about this person.
Like what? Like, no,
no. I like being around this person. I love
fake
this
scenarios,
person.
bro. Don't take fake scenarios. Let's give real scenarios, right? All right, yo, bro. If you a woman, right, and you like niggas that just ain't shit, all right, oh, you know, take that, embody that, right, and just live with that, right? And chances are is that if you like niggas that ain't shit, you probably not shit either, right? I'm just keeping it a buck, right? So, yo, you two ain't shit people. Y'all could be together and y'all could be good. And if it's toxic or whatever, y'all playing in the same sandbox, right? Y'all good, right? But don't tell me you're good or whatever like that, and you made a bad decision and you want people to feel sorry for the decision that you made. You chose that man.
Well, let's take it as the example that Shorty was given. She was with a musician.
Yeah.
He's not making the most money. He's on he's building.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They were struggling financially, you know, which is most, you know, struggle love things. You know, she just got tired of it, but she felt like he checked all the other boxes except financially. Right then at that moment, she wasn't ready to struggle with him. She felt like she was, you know, carrying some of the burden, and she was starting to, you know, take offense to it. So she left.
Okay.
Does that make him a bad person? Is he ain't shit? No. Like he not shit?
No, I'm not. No, he's not a bad person.
That's what I'm saying. So like, why are we painting it with such a hard brush that like, yo, these people who want struggle love relationships just aren't shit? Struggle love could just be like a season of relationship. There could be people that are married 20 years and dude steps out and they're struggling through their love. Like struggle love, I never looked at struggle love as being the whole thing, the sum of a relationship. I look at struggle love as being a season, usually a young season in a relationship.
Yeah, every relationship has struggles.
Right.
Every relationship has struggles. Yeah. Right.
With someone that you love.
All right. Most people are not calling their relationship struggle love.
No, I think that's something that you call it from the outside looking in. But,
all right. Yeah. But most people like, yo, if they love somebody and they're not bothered by something, like let's say she don't care about that. She just know he want to be a musician.
Yeah.
Right? She's not gonna say, yo, I'm in a struggle love relationship, but I just love this nigga. Like, no, she's not gonna call her relationship that. Her relationship is good. All right, yo, he don't make no money. He makes very minimal money. He wants to be a musician. He's following his dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's it. It's not gonna
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Just it.
No.
He's a musician, but listen, I make okay money.
It don't matter.
I can wait for him to.
No. You could call it whatever you want, but what I'm saying is it don't matter to those people that's in the relationship.
If she's a millionaire, it's not struggle love. It does matter how much she's making. If she can make enough money that.
No, I'm not saying she don't got to make no money, right? Two people could be poor as hell. As long as they happy together, it's fine, right?
It becomes in a cardboard box. The struggle love. What are you talking about,
bro? You can't define what somebody else's shit is. If these niggas is happy being in a cardboard box, that's their priority. For you to put a title on their shit, that's one thing, right? But no, if the person in the relationship says, I'm unhappy with the way things are, yeah, it's a struggle because the people that are in it have a problem with it, right? But what I'm saying is that if she don't have a problem with him not, like his new wife, right? His new chick, she don't got no problem with him being a musician, trying to follow his dreams. That's not no struggle love.
She probably makes enough money.
All right.
She was saying that, she ain't
not her.
She didn't want her.
All right.
She
so
didn't
for
want
her
him living in the house and being in the house that she's paying all the bills for. If his new wife makes enough money where he could just continue his dreams and do what he got to do, it's not struggle love. But if we're struggling to pay the bills, if there's a struggle in the relationship, not that I don't believe in your shit, if I am struggling to pay the bills on my own, that's where the struggle is. If you are struggling with infidelity,
she didn't say that. She did not say that. She did not say no. All I'm saying,
I got from that clip that she wasn't happy with having to pay all the bills by herself.
Okay,
she didn't want a man living in her house.
All right, I get it. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is that she didn't say I had trouble paying the bills. No, she just said she wanted a nigga that brought some money in. Right.
He said he could drive Pizza Hut that night. Something.
Yeah. She wanted him to do something. Right. All right. So for her and him, that's a struggle love because she has a problem with the situation. Right.
Okay.
But if both parties in the situation are happy, it's not no struggle. If both of them are poor, but they're happy as hell together, and they're like, yo, we go to the soup kitchen every day to eat. We eat. We live in a cardboard box or whatever, but yo, we love each other. We happy.
Okay.
All right. Who are we to say it's struggle love?
So that relationship changes once one of them wants better for
themselves? Yes, exactly. Like if you're not happy with it and you feel like it's a struggle for you to be in this relationship.
I just want better for myself.
If it's a struggle for me to be in a relationship with this person, that's the struggle love.
Yeah.
The struggle love is not like, oh, yo, I'm looking from the outside and say, yo, well, she make money, he don't make money, so it's a struggle love. Or he cheat and she, like, yo, nah, that's not up for us to debate that. For the person that's in the relationship, they dictate, they title what their relationship is, not us. So if the person inside the relationship says, yo, I'm struggling with him stepping out with me on me all the time. He's cheating with multiple women and I can't deal with it. Yeah, that's a struggle. He's not making any money. I can't pay the bills or whatever like that. I can't do this. That's struggle, right? But if the people inside the relationship are fine with the way things are, no, that's not on us to put that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't dictate what struggle love is. The people within the relationship
when we talk about men or women who build something and they have a hard time sharing what they built with their partner that they meet later on in life, and we say that it's better if you find somebody on the come up with you. Is there a level of struggle love there? Like, is there a level of not having anything and then we reach the mountaintop together?
I think it's definitely better.
That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that, yo, it could build a certain level. It could build a certain level of resiliency if you both came from the bottom and then y'all rose to the top together. Usually,
absolutely.
In like younger relationships, college, you know what I mean, stuff like that. Like, yo, listen, you don't have it all. You guys are scraping money to eat even. You know what I mean? Dates are cheap. things are cheap. But once people are coming and going, and that's a struggle of like anything. It's on a spectrum. Like struggle love doesn't have to be the worst thing in the world. Struggle love could just mean like, yo, listen, we shared a plate of Chinese food tonight. Like, what does it have to be like the worst thing in the world? Or you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But I think that the outside would deem it to be that. Right. And I don't think people in the moment that's living in the now are saying, yo, I'm dealing with struggle love.
Right.
Now, when let's say two college students, they know they're just poor college students. That's how you live when you're in college, right?
Let me ask you a question. Can you not even diagnose? Can you look back at your relationship and be like, yo, I was in a struggle of?
I don't think people would say that.
Like,
this is what I'm trying to say.
In the moment, be like, yo,
bro,
we were living in that one bedroom, or we were living in that studio. We really couldn't scrape it together.
No, I don't think
love kept us together. We were struggling together, but our love kept us together, and we made it to the mountaintop.
I think that's what I'm saying.
It builds resilience in a relationship. And
I think the wording and the framing is different when you say like, yo, you remember we was in that one bedroom apartment or whatever, we were struggling to pay the bills.
Yeah.
We wouldn't say like, yo, you remember we had that struggle love? Like, yo, no, the love never struggled, right? All right, maybe hold on. Let me finish, right? The we never struggled with no love. We the love was always there. It was at 100, right? Yeah, we didn't have all the money we wanted. We didn't have all the shit the resources that we wanted, but like, yo, the love was in abundance. So we didn't struggle with no love, right? Now, when you're in a situation where you feel like you're not getting all you want out of a relationship, right? If you feel like, yo, I'm struggling to get the most out of this relationship and I feel like I'm getting shortchanged, yeah, you feel like it's a struggle love, right? But I think people on the come up and things like that, they may look back at their relationship and like, wow, that was a time.
Yeah.
They're not gonna say, yo, it was struggle love. No, we didn't.
She was with me shooting in the gym.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, like we was down, and yo, we might not have no money, but we still loved each other. We had great sex. We just kicked it. We was cool with the simple things. You understand what I'm saying? It didn't matter if we had a lot of money or a little bit of money, whatever. You know what I mean? We didn't have to go to the finest restaurants. We can go to the Chinese restaurant and share a meal. Like, they're not gonna say, yo, it's struggle love. Like, we was building. We were bonding. Or
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo. No, I don't. I'm not gonna say. I was gonna say I get it, but I don't really get it.
Let me do this. Hold on. If you could self-diagnose yourself to be in a struggle of relationship, should you leave? Someone's watching this episode and they're like, yo, you know what? I love this person that I'm with, but these niggas is kind of right. And I feel like I could do better. And I do have a little resentment for the person that I'm with. Should they be thinking about leaving, or should they think about riding this thing out and seeing where the love goes?
Leaving
if the love is enough to like
should you further assess? Yeah. Because time waits for no man, time waits for no woman. So you can't just be in a situation forever waiting for something to happen, right? People, you make things happen for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And your happiness is the most important thing that you have in your life, or whatever. Fuck money or whatever. Well, I guess some people, their happiness comes with money or whatever. But if you're in any situation that you feel like it's not bringing you any value, or it doesn't bring happiness to your life, you have to really assess it and say like, yo, is this worth me keeping in my life?
One more situation, right? In the reverse now. Someone had a great relationship. Someone's been married, man and woman been married 20 years. Everything's been great. You know what I mean? On year 20, dude's penis stopped working. And now he can't satisfy her. You know what I mean? Is that a struggle of relationship?
It would depend on that wife.
I'm listening.
It would depend on that wife. If she feels like yo, our relationship, like a big part of it, even after 20 years, is our sexual relationship, she may struggle with that.
Right.
And she may feel like, yo, all right, we gotta figure this thing out. And if we can't figure it out, I may have to go.
So it's worse to go through struggles. It's better to go through struggles easier because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. But if you go to struggles later, that's kind of what it is.
See, what you deem to be a struggle, I think putting infidelity to the side, right? Because it's not regular in a sense, right? People don't come into situations, especially when you get with somebody young, they don't come in with all the money in the world. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're building financially, right? And then when you make the decision to be with that person in a certain capacity, you're going to start building like money as far, and you guys going to intertwine as far as like, all right, you're progressing in your careers and your money making and things like that. And you might cohabitate.
Right.
So that's going to build up regardless. Now, infidelity is something different.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But when you're in the midst of that, it's not a struggle. It's a build. You know what I mean? A struggle is when you're forced, like you feel like it's tough. Like it's not it's tough to be in the relationship.
See, I look at it different. I characterize a struggle is a hardship. A struggle is a hardship.
I'm saying it's a hardship.
Parents get sick.
No.
Kids get sick. People get like anything like that. Long term, short term. I feel like any hardship is a struggle.
All right, but what I'm saying is that when it becomes difficult to be in the relationship, right? If
a hardship.
No, all right. So we can't talk about like, yo, we don't, both us as a man and a woman, we don't got a lot of money, right? It's not like, all right, well, yeah, we're young. We don't have a lot of money. We're in school, we're in college or whatever. We don't have money. We just don't have it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But we know that when you graduate, I graduate, we're gonna have some money. Right? Is that really a struggle, or is that just part of the process? You understand what I'm saying? So now, that's why I said I remove infidelity, because it don't matter where you at. Like somebody shouldn't really cheat on you, right? So it's like, yo, that's something that it don't matter if you at the beginning, end, middle, whatever. Yeah, all right, you should be faithful to the person that you with. You understand what I'm saying? Like we can't call the regular nuances and the regular events that happen in a relationship just struggles or whatever. Nah, it's just like, yo, bro. Now, if
I just feel like struggle love is when you looking at your relationship and you going through the hardships of your shit and you looking at it like, I ain't signed up for this shit.
What's the hardships? You got to give examples.
Illness. Someone, shit. Your significant other has a stroke and now they're like, they can't work and you kind of like take care of them like the whole time, carry them to the bathroom and all that. You're like, damn, this shit was cool at first, but now like I didn't sign up for this. Like I didn't like that's a struggle of. You love this person, you know this person, but like you're struggling to do this shit.
Yeah,
it's a hardship.
Well,
it is a long-term hardship. This is for the rest of your life now.
No, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say
now when you get to the finish line of that, or if something does happen that corrects it, I don't know, or to get better, or during the men, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's why I was asking, is it easier to go through struggle love early in a relationship or later on?
See, I don't know if I'm not sure about that question, because the example that you put up, right? We were talking about regular phases in a relationship.
Yeah.
Regular phases in a relationship. All right, being broke at one time. Like all young couples are broke at one time, right?
Yeah.
That's a regular phase of a relationship. Now,
how broke?
It don't really matter.
Go ahead.
It don't really matter. All right. Now, if you're talking about somebody having a stroke and being like sick long term, that's a defining moment in a relationship. And at that point in time, you have to make a decision whether you're equipped to stay in this relationship or leave this relationship. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's totally different, right? Now, I think the struggle love, it gets you to the point where it's like, this thing that is happening right now has me questioning whether I should stay in this relationship or I should leave this relationship. All right, my man cheated on me. He had another kid outside the relationship.
Yeah.
Am I going to stay? Am I going to leave? My significant other got gravely sick and they survived, but they're going to be, they're going to need 24-hour care and I'm going to have to pay all the bills or whatever.
I remember this couple that I used to go to their house monthly. I used to service their house monthly. And old Russian couple. Dude was he was a big dude. Shorty. She was a stout female too, but they were older, they were elderly. He was a cripple. You could say a cripple. She could still get up and down. He insisted on having his bedroom upstairs and be downstairs every day. So she would have to bring him downstairs and carry him on her back every night to bring her upstairs. And I saw her deteriorating. Like I saw it, like she would be hunching back, like she would be hunching over and over. I think I serviced this couple for maybe about 3 years. And by the time, like, I was about to, go on to like a different account, she was just like completely hunched over. But it was just like she just wanted to make him happy. Like she knew that he'd like to sleep upstairs and be downstairs. And I just looked at that, task that she did for him, and she would complain about it. He was like, yo, he's heavy, or you know what I mean? Like she would complain, but it was a struggle, but it was the love that kind of helped her struggle through it. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of always looked at it, and then I looked at it I looked at it being in a relationship where I was struggling myself,
What?
And I was looking at it like, all right, there ebbs and flows in all types of relationships, and this is a long time ago. This is
all right. So I just said, if the person gets ill and you got to determine whether you're gonna stay or leave, like that woman, or let's say it's a woman and her husband gets sick, there's no control over that, right? There's no real control over it, right?
No, but you gonna be like, no, you gonna stay upstairs.
No, you can. No, you can. I'm talking about.
I've seen the opposite, where it's like, all right, we're gonna put this bed in the damn living room. You want to be down here? This is where you live now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
But
she still give him that sense of pride.
What I'm saying is that, all right, whether to leave or to stay, right? But when I initially made the statement about this being a terminology for women that make bad decisions, you can't control that. Now you can control if you get with a dude that sling dick all over the town, or if you get with a dude that has no ambition, that has no prospects of anything or moving forward in life. That's your fault. You can't control who gets sick. That's something you can't really control. You don't have no control over that. So that's a bit different. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could say that's struggle or struggle love.
That's the way I was seeing it.
No, I think that's just love. I think that why we got to put the struggle in every situation. We don't have to put the struggle in all the situation. That's just love.
So
she loves her husband,
right. So our thumbnail is Bluefish, the Christian Rock. I feel like they're the poster children of this generation for struggle love.
I don't think they're not for struggle love. I think they the poster child for like toxic love.
Toxic love. Okay.
Toxic love.
What's the difference? What's toxic love? What's the difference between toxic love and the struggle love?
Thank you for saying that, because I don't really think there's too much of a difference.
There's a
big
difference, dog.
No, because I think both are based
toxic
on
people have no redeeming qualities.
All right, so when you have a woman that is talking about a dude that constantly cheats on her, or a dude that she go to work every day, but the nigga staying home playing PlayStation or Madden or some shit like that, and he don't go out, he don't do shit, he don't bring nothing to the house or provide anything. That's not toxicity.
It's not toxicity.
It's
That's
not?
immatureness. That's a couple of different things, but that's not her having a baby and him saying that it's not his. You know, even after the paternity test, there's levels to this shit.
No, it's levels to it, but I think it's
Shorty just got
toxicity.
her face. Shorty just got a nigga's face tattoo on the side of, you know what I mean, of her face.
Yeah.
To prove her love to this dude while he's in jail. And then his baby, this other woman gets the tattoo on his ass. So now they're competing for who gets the tattoo on the face. Like, that's toxic.
No, it is.
I agree with you there. But there is a big difference between toxic love and struggle love. Like I said, struggle love is a season. Toxic love is, yo, y'all are oil and water.
I'm not
y'all
sure
don't
if it's
mix.
a season.
This is just a bad thing.
I don't think it's. I think the way the term was coined, it wasn't for a season. Most women are not complaining because it's for a season. They feel like it's more or less long term. It's gone on too long that they really debate whether they should be in that relationship, and they debating whether they should move on.
Yeah, and it could lead to, you know, self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
Burnout.
Yeah.
Stress.
Did we even give any? We didn't give any pros, because the name of the title.
I've been
pros,
trying to say,
pros
yeah. I've been saying
of,
it builds it builds character in a relationship. It gives you your relationship an identity. It and it's resilience. Like, people who've been through shit, when shit comes up again, they're not even fazed by it. They can
see, that's
strap their boots up and let's do this.
I don't think that there are any pros to struggle love. But wait, no. Okay, what I'm about to say is this: every relationship, if you have a good relationship, you're going to have struggles in your relationship. But let's putting the term struggle love aside, right? You can go through things in your relationship that are a struggle, right? But you don't necessarily have no struggle love, and you get through it, and that builds your relationship stronger, right? But there were no positives in struggle love, right? Some of the characteristics of a relationship that they deem to be struggle love: dudes with no ambition, dudes that are, you know, that don't provide, step out on women, do things like that. Like, there's no benefits to that.
Right.
And you could sit there and wait, but the probability of women that wait and get good results is probably super duper low versus the ones that sit there and wait and nothing happens and they keep doing the same shit.
Yeah. We all seen those too.
So, like, yo, redeeming qualities.
At least they got who they wanted.
You know what happens, and
if you ask them, they won the prize. You know what I mean?
Who?
They got what they wanted.
Who?
The woman who stuck through it. Because sometimes, yo, just having that man is that prize. Even if he ain't work, even if he ain't pay for nothing, you roll your eyes. But, like, yo, some people don't want to be alone, and some people just happy with who they got.
I'm not dirty macking, right? But normally, how the whole shit goes is this, right? That woman that deals with that struggle love for whatever amount of time, right? She eventually gets to the point of, like, yo, this nigga ain't gonna change. He's gonna be like this forever.
Right.
She finally she musters up the confidence and everything to leave this dude, and then he straightened up his act. And then the next chick get a reinvented version of this dude where he's responsible, he's providing, he's monogamous, and he's a different dude. Right? So I would say to women, no, I'm not trying to dirty Mac or anything like that, but, like, yo, bro, like, sometimes you might need a new scenery. You might need something new to reset, right? And that's what I think that's what happens with guys, right? It's like, yo, yeah, I got some new tricks in me. I got some new thoughts in my head, but I don't want to try them here. I want to go to a new place and I want to try these. I don't want to try, my new tricks in the old place.
My grown-up skills.
Yeah. I think I developed some grown-up skills, but I need a new woman to try this shit out on. This chick, I've been cheating on her. I ain't been doing shit, but I feel like, yo, I'm through with this shit, but I don't want to give this all to her. I'm gonna give it to somebody else. That's normally what happens. You very rarely have women that wait it out and they get exactly what they want.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm a guy that goes where the odds are in my favor.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. I think we discussed that to the end. I think there was one more thing, right? There was that shorty that gave back that $15.
All right, yeah.
I think we closed with that.
Okay.
It was a clip going around viral. Young lady asked her, some dude that she was dating, for some money for lunch. He asked her what she wanted. I think she said like a salad.
Yeah.
And he sent her $15. And she said, no, thank you. Tuh, what is $15? You can't buy me lunch. And she sent it back.
Okay.
And she put it on social media.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So the caption says, a woman goes viral after she decided to return $15 that a man had sent to her for lunch, deeming it insufficient. All right. So in the caption, she said, this boy said, lunch is on me today, and asked for what I wanted. I said a salad and get a Zelle text for $15, laughing emoji. I sent it right back because $15 is crazy. Maybe you can keep that, laughing emoji. All right. First thoughts, man.
This is when people make believe is real. Like, this is when people believe raps or think like Scarface is like really gonna happen. And the things the city girls are rapping about and these people are saying on social media, this is not real life. People aren't really doing these things. Like, this is make believe. I hate the term average or like regular, but
why?
Because people are special. There's only one of anybody.
No.
Yo, there's only one of anybody.
See, that's the problem with black people, bro. That's the problem with black people. Like, they don't want to accept average.
There's only one of
regular.
me, dog. There's only one of me.
Okay,
I am the most spectacular human who's ever fucking lived.
All right. So why
that makes me special and average and unregular?
No. You're absolutely right.
Right.
But you know what you do when you cap yourself is you give yourself a title. I'm a capitalist. You're not the only capitalist.
Okay.
So are you the best capitalist? Now, if you say I'm GB, that's it.
Right.
You one of one.
Yeah.
Nobody can fuck with you on that.
Okay.
But then when you start boxing yourself in, you make yourself, you bring yourself down. Because you put a title on yourself. Right?
Yeah, but I'm kind of following you, but not really.
No, okay. Nobody could do GB like you could do GB, right? But if you say I'm this or I'm that, there's other people that do that.
What do I say I am? Like, I'm just
me. Say you're a capitalist, right?
So that's cool, yeah.
All right. You make more money than anybody in the world?
No.
So you're not the best capitalist, right?
No.
Are you the best GB?
Yes.
All right, fine. So that's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Right? So when you box yourself in, you make yourself regular, right? And basically what I was saying before, though.
So
it's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong.
Most people are regular, or
most people are regular. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that. Most people are regular.
She's a young female that is living in the light, and she's Haitian. I saw the princess and all that. She's disappointing, but you know, you come on, you think wrestling is real at this point? Wrestling is fake. Like, this is make believe.
What if people
shouldn't play those? Like, I don't think.
What if
people should play those games?
What if she got blessed on a whole nother level where she may have a dude that may have more bread that they could buy her a fillet for lunch, or like a salad that's from Chopped or Creative Salads or something like that. That's a $20 or $25 salad. She maybe she wants shrimp and chicken and everything.
But if she dude, take that money and put the rest of her money on it. You know, I don't know. Like, there's a certain level of gratefulness you should have.
Absolutely.
You know, when someone's giving you something, and that's common courtesy. Comes across. Like, if I hold the door open for Jeff Bezos, I expect that nigga to say thank you. So that's across the board. Like, there's a ground level of human decency that we have for the other people that we sharing this rock with. You know what I mean? That's flying around. So on average, all that's cool. But there's only one you, and you got one way to represent yourself. Send that money back. It's a little corny.
That's youth.
You know,
it's youth. Right? So a lot of these younger chicks think they think they are advanced in the feminine essence, right? Where it's like, yo, a lot of women realize like, yo, all right, take that $15, right?
Yeah.
Son probably got more than $15, but even if he don't got more than $15, right?
The salad was $15. He's like, yo, go ahead.
Either way, right?
Put that on it.
You got to realize that it'll be your regular guys, your regular working guys. They're gonna do the most for you. This is what women need to realize. Like, dudes that got like that's up, they got a bunch of yous, so they don't gotta do as much for you, right? Even though you might get somewhere where the little that they do for you might be a lot for you, but that dude that's willing to give that 15 or buy you lunch or whatever like that, he'll do whatever for you. He gonna work hard or work overtime and do this, that, and the third in order to get you what you want.
But these are also women that say they rather cry in a Maybach than be happy in a Honda.
I don't know if they said that.
You never heard that?
I heard that, but I don't know if they saying that. You know?
I don't know. They kind of think like, yo, the transactional, this whole city girl culture where it's, that's flued out, and this whole transactional thing, they're really starting to believe it. It was fun at first.
What I'm trying to say is that
it was fun until you saw the
though.
fucking videos of Shorty that got flued out, and homie got her in the hotel room, was like, all right, so where the pussy? Like, I spent money on you. I'm expecting to fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you're playing this game. You know what I mean? If I send you $50 to go to Roof Chris, you owe me pussy. You know what I mean? I could send you the $15 and you could get to know each other. But yo, if I'm spending money on you, I'm buying pussy.
Yeah.
So either you selling pussy, or you selling personality, or you selling something. And that's what these chicks don't understand. They kind of want to tiptoe the line of being a sex worker and being a young lady. And that gray area is really, really thin. And it really depends on who you fucking with.
Yeah. Because when you do turn down, I don't want to call it necessarily like a blessing from somebody, or somebody gives you something.
Someone give you something that,
like,
anything's a blessing, dog. Like,
yeah.
That's a good look.
For you to turn it down, it's like, all right, well, it wasn't good enough. It's like you're saying like the price wasn't high enough.
Exactly.
You didn't pay enough.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, you didn't reach my price. That means you have a price, right? But I think what women or young women need to understand is that if you play in the long game, you'll get more out of a regular guy than you will get out of a guy that's up. Now, not throwing no salt in no game, but a nigga that's up, he'll he'll let you, he'll let you indulge in what he's indulging in until he smashes, and then he gonna keep it moving.
Nah, he kept you fed.
But that,
he'll buy you Chris all week, whatever.
Well, he got to be
whatever.
eating.
Yeah,
he got to be eating too.
We
like
saw
you
it
eat
in
when
that,
I eat.
I don't know if you saw that. Have you ever seen that HBO Max show Rap Shit with the two girls that were kind of rapping?
My wife watches it. I
like that show.
Parts of it.
So there was
it
got canceled though. Yeah. So in season one of the shorties got flown to New York. They had a thing in New York. One shorty got flown to New York, put up in a crazy hotel, all that. Dude was spending bread on her, giving everything on her. When he came into the room, with him and a couple of the homies. And I spent bread on this. This is mine. I can do whatever I want with this. Like, I've been showing my niggas pictures all week. Like, nah, break bread. Like, yo, nah, I don't pay for this already. What, you think this money free? Ain't shit for free.
She popped?
It was left unclear.
Okay.
But she got put out that hotel.
Oh, okay.
So, there's a big difference between standards and the price tag.
Yeah.
So you can have your standards. Your standards is, I'm not gonna eat the salad from Wendy's, so I'm gonna put a little money on it and I'm gonna go to shop. That's standards. Price tag is, listen, don't send me nothing less than $50. That's the price tag. Now we know what we working with. I don't know what that shit costs. But be careful out there, ladies. Y'all playing a dangerous game.
Yeah.
And y'all want protection from us. We trying to tell y'all what it take to garner our protection. And if y'all can't, abide by these rules, you on your own.
That's the problem. You calling it a rule, and it's more of like a guideline in a sense, where it's like
word it the way you want to.
Yeah, that's. Women are big on words and verbiage.
That's
so
cool.
If you say rules,
no,
yeah, I get defiant, right? But if you say, yo, I'm like a brother, uncle, father figure, and I'm trying to guide you in the right direction. And this is what women don't realize, is that this is
you
how
get caught up on the word and I see something happen to you, turning my head.
This is how women. This is how men. This is another way men give protection. Like, we try to help you to avoid pitfalls, and we try to give you guidance before you get into bad situations, so you don't have to fight your way out of a situation. You know what I mean? So, all right.
Final thoughts on the monkey shoulder.
I like.
This is one of my favorites. Like, I'm always big on having a bottle of this at the crib. This is like a daily drive. I usually do this with like Jameson. I like to do this with I like to mix a drink with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
A little Serrano and a couple of cubes. I'll make one for wifey, make a little,
That's what they promote a lot, though.
What's that?
Like that it mixes well with a lot of drinks.
This mixes very well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I won't do this with a ginger ale.
Okay.
I might do the Jamie with a little ginger ale. Like
Jamie and ginger
is this doesn't go. Yeah, but this with a little, this Serrano, a couple of cubes, make it nice and you know what I mean? Keep it nice and tight. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good drink.
Okay.
So,
yeah, man. Guys, let us know how you feel about the monkey shoulder. Very popular whiskey, but this is the first time we actually reviewed it on the show. We drunk it multiple times, but we had it. This is the first time we had it on the show. So hit us up in the comments and let us know what you guys think about monkey shoulder, man. Is it one of your go-tos? Do you think it's a thumbs up, thumbs down? Let us know what you guys think. All right. We want to give a big shout out to our sponsors for this show. Cigargle, man. Of course, we are Cigars and Whiskey. And if you don't know, as far as the platform is concerned, we talk about love, relationships, sex, and dating from a male perspective, but these are the conversations that we have when we do our favorite pastime of smoking cigars and drinking whiskey. Of course, my wife has a problem with cigar smoke inside the house, so we're just drinking whiskey tonight. But yeah, this particular product, man, it knocks out cigar breath in one rinse, man. This is a product that actually works, and if you smoke cigars, the after effects and cigar smoke can linger in your mouth for days. This one right here, You throw it in there, swivel it up for a good 60 seconds to 1 to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Knocks it out, man. Also, Moves by Michelle Rose, the best candle scents in the industry. We actually have a signature scent, the Cigars and Whiskey candle. You can go to her website, movesbymichellerose.com, pick up a candle. If you're burning smoke and you need to clear the air with some good smell goods, go to that website. All right. And we got hats, Cigars and Whiskey hats, smoking section hats, hoodies. Hit us up on Instagram. Shoot us a DM and let us know. If you like the hat that we got here, pick yourself up one. All right. We want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Cigars and Whiskey podcast. Please follow us on Instagram at Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Cigars the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Again, Cigars the Ensign Whiskey Podcast. Remember to like, share. Also, subscribe to the channel. Watch all the videos. All right. Yeah, man. If you like the content that we're putting out and you want to show some support, by all means, hit us up. Shoot us something on Cash App. It's the same as the Instagram, Cigars Whiskey. That's Cigars with an S, Whiskey. And shout out to the good people at Monkey Shoulder. Retails at about, I think about 32 a bottle. Not too expensive, 30 to 35 per bottle. Pick it up at your local wine and spirits. And of course, it gets the thumbs up from the Cigars and Whiskey podcast.
Absolutely.
And with that, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.